Late French Immersion starts in grade 7 and is designed for students to become highly functional in French by the end of grade 12. This program is for students who are interested and motivated to learn French as a second language.
He's found other students who are like him, so he has seen himself grow socially, much more confident than he was before, much willing to take a leadership opportunity.
Those students come from 22 different elementary schools, and it's like they find each other, they found each other finally. And you can see it's a pretty cool thing to see. As a principal, you sit at the back and you watch what's happening. It's like great minds come together and with a focus to learn a new language.
Well, I wasn't comfortable putting my kids into French right in the beginning in kindergarten and grade 1 because I didn't really know what kind of students they would be or if a language would even appeal to them. Our family only speaks English at home, so they didn't have that extra support in the family. But by the time they got to grade 7, they were making the decision.
I'd always just had the lingering idea in my mind that learning French would be cool, and it was never something I had really put a lot of thought into. It was just something I went for and decided that it felt right and it would just be like fun to do.
Most of our students have little or no prior knowledge of French, and neither do their families. As a result, the first few months can be the most challenging for students as they gain the skills they need to function in another language. Parents also need to learn ways to support their child in learning a new language.
My buddies and I, we didn't really know what the teachers were saying, but they would act it out and we would all laugh at them because they would look funny doing it. And the teachers were easygoing and they helped you along.
So linguistically it was hard where he understood everything before, now he had to really work to understand. That was one challenge. Second challenge was all of the subjects were a little bit harder, which isn't a bad thing. Any student needs to be challenged.
Have fun. It's really fun to learn a language, and the students come in already a little anxious and stressed, so really just creating fun situations for them and letting them know that it's okay to get things wrong because they're learning.
It's difficult. It is very difficult, but they seem to overcome it by about Christmas time. It's all good.
Learning French opens doors to knowledge, communication, culture, and travel, and gives graduates an edge in the global job market. We also find that it develops listening and learning skills, enhances problem-solving abilities, increases a student's feeling of self-esteem and pride, and makes learning a third or fourth language much easier. CBE French Immersion students also have the opportunity to receive an internationally recognized language credentialing diploma called the Diplôme d'études en langue française. Our teachers know that learning another language is an exceptional opportunity for our students.
Academically, our late French Immersion students do very well. They are strong students to begin with. It is kind of their choice to come into the program, and they know that it's going to be extra work.
Our students, by the end of grade 9, are considered bilingual enough to be volunteer at the Olympics in French.
Our schools work hard to create a supportive French environment and culture.
One of the greatest things that I feel that I'm able to bring to Late French Immersion is that I'm just passionate about the program. I understand the program, having been a former student in Late French Immersion. I understand where you start and where you end up.
I have loved every minute of being a teacher of French Immersion, so thank you to all the parents and the students who take on this challenge, because you're doing something both for yourself but also for, our world. We need a lot of language in this world.
Parents of our Late French Immersion students offer this advice to those families thinking of enrolling their child in the program.
I would say the parents really have to go with the child's wishes. If they like to learn, that's very important. You cannot push them into a late immersion program without them wanting to do it. Also, just to encourage them that it opens up opportunities and bright future.
This is an opportunity to broaden their awareness broaden their horizons. Don't think of it as a chore. Don't think of it as something you have to do. It is a real, genuine opportunity. Language is not just about language where you can get a job, which is great, but it opens up your mind to new things.
Late French Immersion is available at several CBE junior high schools in Calgary. Consider immersing your child in a new language and culture, starting in grade 7.
J'aime parler le français.
It really is a beautiful language and it opens up your world for you.
I think it will take me anywhere I want to go.
Oui, il vraiment vaut la peine d'apprendre français.
J'aime le français.